If you've been itching and scratching, this could be the reason. They're called ankle biters. And Southern California has seen what could be a record number of these mosquitoes. LA County tries to combat them, but the process has been hampered by the pandemic. Investigative reporter Joel Grover shows you what you can do to protect yourself.
I have them on my ears. I have them underneath my chin.
Rosemary Hochschild is covered.
I have them on my elbows.
With bug bites.
I get them in my fingers.
From what's known as ankle biter mosquitoes.
I feel like I'm going to go mad.
All across Southern California, people are getting eaten alive by a fairly new import to the area, officially named the Aedes mosquito, identified by its tiger-like stripes.
Aedes are nibblers. They actually poke quite a bit.
Sylvia Kenmuir is a board-certified entomologist. Does this type of mosquito bite more? It seems like it.
It does, Joel. They kind of poke until they've decided they've had enough.
Aedes mosquitoes like to lay their eggs indoors just as much as outdoors. Where do these mosquitoes like to lay eggs?
If you have a sponge and it's too wet, think if you've got paintbrushes and your paintbrushes are sitting in water. Think about dog bowl. It doesn't take very much water for mosquitoes to be able to breathe.
LA's Vector Control Agency scours public areas year-round looking for pools of standing water to treat with pellets of larvicide and even spraying larvicide in gutters.
But with this new invasive Aedes mosquito, those tools are not as effective because it's a new mosquito.
Vector Control will also come out to your house to tell you where mosquitoes might be breeding. The agency gave us these maps showing how the number of requests for house calls has been going up year by year and is now skyrocketing. In the first months of the pandemic, these service calls were discontinued. They've now resumed, but the department might still have to scale back its abatement efforts. Vector Control is funded by property taxes, and in the pandemic, many people might not be able to pay their taxes this year.
We're definitely worried about how this will impact our budget.
Scratch, scratch.
Rosemary Hochschild now sprays herself several times a day.
And I spray the top of my head, too.
She told her neighbors on the Nextdoor app that mosquito sprays work poorly. One neighbor recommended lighting citronella torches. Another recommended spraying your lawn and deck with Listerine. What can you do to prevent being eaten alive?
When you're going outdoors, you need to wear long sleeve shirts and pants. Repellents are definitely going to help you from getting bit.
And remember to get rid of every bit of standing water around your house. All it takes is a capful of water for mosquitoes to breed. A bit of good news, Vector Control says when the weather cools off significantly around December, we should see a decrease in the ankle biter population. For the I-Team, I'm Joel Grover.